What's up guys, it's Nick here, and today I have a complete tutorial of the buried Easter egg. This is going to be dealing with the Richtofen side of the Easter egg, and I'm going to go through step by step and show you guys how to do this. Now before doing this, I would suggest that you complete both transit and die rise for Richtofen, because if you do that, you can get a special ending which you can watch on that annotation on your screen. But let's get right into it, let's do this Easter egg. So the first thing you need to do is assemble the guillotine. This is located between the bar and the gunsmith. It's right on the side of the gunsmith here. And what you need to do is there's 4 pieces around the map. All you need to do is pick those up and then bring them back here and assemble them on the guillotine. So one of the pieces you're going to want to get is the satellite dish, which is on the upper balcony of the bar, outside the bar, and it's right facing the guillotine. You can, just grab it and jump right down onto the guillotine. And another piece you're going to want is the spool on the ground floor of the gunsmiths. It is right in the same room that you go down the tunnel to get to the bank. You're also going to want to pick up an antenna that can be found on the ground floor of the stables. Then you want to go through the bar to get up into the tunnels up above, follow it through, and down at the end you'll see the crystals in the corner. Pick those up, that's your last piece, add it to the guillotine. So the next thing you want to do is go and get the paralyzer from the box. So the next thing you're going to want to do is go to one of 4 orbs around the map, and you're going to shoot your paralyzer at them. They'll start to turn white, and then when you hear a ding and they stay white, you know that they're fully charged. There's 4 of them. There is 1 outside the bar, 1 to the left of the church, 1 up in the tunnels, and 1 behind the mansion. Once you light up all 4 of the orbs, you'll notice that a ghost lantern is now flying in a pattern around the map. What you have to do is throw your grenades at the lantern, knock it down, and then pick it up. Next, you want to get the player who picked up the lantern to head into the mansion and start killing ghosts. Every time you kill one, you'll hear a gradually increasing dinging tone, which means that you're filling your lantern. Once you're done, you'll get another sound confirming that you're done, and then you want to head over to the gunsmith's roof. After you've filled your lantern up, run over to the gunsmith's roof and place your lantern into the symbol. What this will do is put a code up on the wall above the lantern.
All this talk of energy is so vague, yeah? It's best not to worry about it.
So after you put your lantern on the roof, you'll notice that there's a code on the wall above the lantern, and what that is a Freemason cipher. As you can see in this picture, this shows you how to translate the symbols on the wall. What they spell out is signs in the tunnels. That's what all the letters spell together. Really, you only have to look at the first letters of each one, because the first letters of each sign is different. So you only have to translate the first letter, and that'll tell you what you have to do for the next. Once you figure out your 3 signs, go through the tunnel and knife them with either the galvan knuckles or the bowie knife. They'll start glowing. Now, it's helpful to have vulture for this one, because once you knife the last one, a wisp will spawn, and you have to run through it and chase this all around the map. And players with vulture aid can see through the walls, so it's very, very helpful to have this. So you chase the wisp around the map. All you have to do is run through it, and it takes about 8 to 10 of them, and then it'll land on the guillotine. Once it's on the guillotine, simply walk up to it and you'll push the energy back onto the crystals, and then you're ready for the next step. So the next step is to bring zombies in near the guillotine, and the light will fly off onto the zombie, and then you kill it and it'll fly back to the guillotine. And what you'll see is on the rear, on the crystals, balls will form. You can't see this because of a theater glitch, but once you kill 5 zombies, you're good to go and you're ready for the next step. So for the next step, you need to get the time bombs from the mystery box, and you need to get all your teammates to gather around the guillotine just like this. 2 on the side and 2 on each end, crouching, and you need to squeeze up close to it. Drop a time bomb on top of the guillotine, flip the trigger, and you'll enter infinity mode. So once you detonate the time bomb, you'll enter infinity mode. Your screen will turn black and white, you'll get infinity icon in the bottom left, and what you're looking for is your own character's dead bodies. You're going to hold X and search the different characters, and the character that holds it can change, and where the characters are can change each time you enter this mode, so you'll probably need to try it a few times. You can't kill zombies, but you can distract them with with monkeys, and the sloth can also kill them for you. But basically, you just need to survive while in this mode and find the switch. Once you return from infinity mode, have the player who picked up the switch go on over and add it onto the guillotine. So next you're going to want to go to the maze and look around on the doors within the maze, because on one side of them they're going to have a switch. And the trick to these switches is essentially trial and error. You need to try each switch until it flips down and it sparks. If it sparks, you know you have it correct. So if you flip down red and red sparks, remember red is first. Then what you have to do is jump through and reset the maze. It resets each time you leave, and you can retry all the different combinations you want. Once you get it correct, you'll get a notification and go check out the water fountain. So now if you look at the fountain, you'll see that you can hold X to make a wish. And essentially what this triggers is it turns the map into a shooting gallery of sorts. There's 4 areas. One is the one that I'm standing at right now. It's the candy shop window and the surrounding buildings. One is over by Juggernog. One is looking at the mansion, and the other is inside the bar. So you need to get a player at each one of those locations with a PDW, and you'll go through a pattern of targets that pop up. You have to shoot them all before they drop down. You're allowed to miss them, you just can't let them drop down on their own. You have to shoot them down before they run out. And this game, it can be pretty challenging. You have to play it a lot, and if you need to, you know, you can just keep holding X and looking at it, memorizing the targets, taking practice runs, but you do need the PDW to do this one. So you get all 4 players to do that, and if you do it enough, you'll eventually get it perfect. And once you get it perfect, you will have done the Easter egg. Congratulations, you have completed Mind Games. Nice little pun there. Mind Games, the buried Easter egg, is now complete. Now, there is more to this, and I'll have that in a separate video that I'll link here if you want to check it out. But if you've done the Transit and Die Rise Easter eggs for Richtofen, there's a bit more for you to discover. Now, as for the rewards of this Easter egg, you get all perks. They are completely permanent for the game, so you go down and you will not lose your perks. You can also hold up to 4 weapons, and you also get a permanent fire sale. So a pretty damn good reward for doing all of this. And I like it. It's great. It's enjoyable. You can just run around with 4 weapons and shoot the hell out of everything. But that's it, guys. That is how you get the Mind Games achievement in Buried. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I love doing these Easter egg things and bringing them to you guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like if it helped you, and I'll see you guys later.